Your tongue is exposing your health every single day, and most people have no idea what they're looking at. If your tongue is white, red, cracked, or even looks a little strange, your body is already sending you a warning, and ignoring it could cost you more than you think. Right now, without any test, without any hospital visit, you can get clues about your digestion, your blood, your immunity, and even hidden deficiencies just by looking in the mirror. And in this video, you're going to learn exactly what each sign means, with clear, research-backed explanations that leave no room for guessing. Most people think the tongue is just for tasting food or helping you talk, but your tongue is actually one of the most sensitive indicators of internal health. It reacts quickly to changes in your body, sometimes even before symptoms show up anywhere else. A healthy tongue is light pink, slightly moist, and covered with tiny bumps. It doesn't have thick coatings, deep cracks, or strange colors. The moment any of those things appear, something inside your body has already started to shift. Let's start with the most common one, the white tongue. If you wake up and your tongue is covered in a thick white layer, this is not something to brush off as normal. A white tongue means there is a buildup happening, and that buildup is usually bacteria, dead cells, or fungal growth. One major cause is dehydration. When your body lacks water, your mouth becomes dry, and bacteria multiply faster. Another common cause is poor oral hygiene, where debris and microorganisms collect on the tongue surface. But there's something more serious behind it in many cases. A thick, creamy white coating is strongly linked to oral thrush, which is a fungal infection caused by candida. Research shows that this condition is more common in people with weakened immune systems, people who use antibiotics frequently, or those with uncontrolled blood sugar. If that white coating keeps coming back even after cleaning your tongue, your body is clearly dealing with an imbalance that needs attention. Now, if your tongue looks bright red, almost like it's glowing, that's another strong signal. A red tongue is closely linked to vitamin deficiencies, especially vitamin B12, iron, and folate. When your body lacks these nutrients, your tongue loses its normal texture and becomes inflamed. This condition is known as glossitis. Studies have shown that vitamin B12 deficiency directly affects the cells of the tongue, causing them to shrink and lose their protective structure. That's why the tongue becomes smooth, swollen, and red. A red tongue can also appear during infections or inflammatory conditions, but when it comes with soreness or a burning feeling, deficiency is often the root cause. Now let's talk about a yellow tongue, something many people ignore. A yellow coating on the tongue points directly to problems in your digestive system. This happens when bacteria grow excessively, often due to poor diet, high sugar intake, or imbalance in the gut microbiome. When digestion slows down, waste products and bacteria start accumulating. That buildup shows up as a yellow layer on your tongue. Research connects this to poor oral hygiene, smoking, and diets high in processed foods. Your tongue is basically reflecting what's happening in your gut. Then there's the one that looks the most alarming, a black or hairy tongue. It looks scary, but the explanation is actually simple. Your tongue has tiny structures called papillae. Normally they stay short and shed regularly, but when they don't shed properly, they start growing longer and trap bacteria, food particles, and dead cells. This creates that dark, hairy appearance. This condition is commonly linked to smoking, excessive coffee or tea, antibiotic use, and poor oral care. While it looks serious, it's usually harmless and reversible, but it still signals that your oral environment is out of balance. Now, a pale tongue. This is one of the most important signs people miss. If your tongue looks unusually light, almost white or washed out, it often means your blood is lacking something essential. The most common cause is iron deficiency anemia. When your body doesn't have enough iron, it can't produce enough healthy red blood cells. This reduces the oxygen supply to your tissues, and your tongue loses its healthy pink color. Research shows that low hemoglobin levels directly affect the color of the tongue and inner eyelids. If you also feel tired, weak, or dizzy, this sign becomes even more serious. Now imagine your tongue looking purple or bluish. This is not normal, and it points to a deeper issue. A bluish tongue means your blood is not carrying enough oxygen. This can be linked to problems with your lungs, your heart, or your circulation. When oxygen levels drop, tissues start changing color. Your tongue becomes darker because it's not getting the oxygen it needs. This is not something to ignore. It's a sign that your body is struggling at a very basic level. Now let's look at cracked tongues. If your tongue has grooves or deep cracks, you might think it's just dryness, but but in many cases it reflects chronic dehydration or nutritional deficiencies. As your body lacks fluids or essential vitamins, the surface of the tongue starts losing its smooth. These cracks can also trap bacteria, leading to bad breath or infections. While mild cracks can come with age, deeper or painful ones are usually linked to underlying problems. Then there's the smooth tongue, which might actually be more dangerous than it looks. A smooth tongue means that tiny bumps on the surface have disappeared. This condition is strongly linked to deficiencies in iron, vitamin B12, and protein. Your tongue literally loses its texture because the cells are not being properly maintained. Research identifies this as one of the early visible signs of malnutrition or poor nutrient absorption. Now here's something many people experience but don't understand: a burning or painful tongue. If your tongue burns, tingles, or feels sore without any clear injury, it often points to nerve-related issues or deficiencies. This condition is sometimes called burning mouth syndrome, but in many cases, it is linked to low levels of vitamins, especially B vitamins, or conditions like acid reflux, where stomach acid irritates the mouth. Your nerves are reacting, and your tongue is where you feel it. Now here's the part most people completely get wrong. They see these signs, and they try to fix the tongue itself. They scrape it, brush it harder, or use mouthwash, but nothing really changes, because the tongue is not the problem. It is the messenger. If your tongue is white, something is wrong with your bacteria balance or immunity. If it's red, your body lacks nutrients. If it's pale, your blood is weak. If it's yellow, your digestion is struggling. Treating the surface without fixing the root cause is like wiping water from the floor while the pipe is still leaking. And this is where things get serious. Your body always gives early warnings before bigger problems show up. A white tongue today can turn into a full infection later. A pale tongue today can become severe anemia. A red tongue today can lead to nerve damage if deficiencies continue. Your tongue is one of the earliest warning systems you have, and ignoring it delays action until things get worse. The good news is, you don't need anything complicated to start fixing these problems. Start with the basics. Drink enough water every day. Dehydration alone can change your tongue quickly. Clean your tongue properly, not aggressively, but consistently. Improve your diet. Add iron-rich foods like beans, leafy vegetables, and meat. Include foods rich in vitamin B, like eggs, milk, and whole grains. Reduce sugar and processed foods because they feed harmful bacteria. Avoid smoking and reduce alcohol intake because they disrupt your mouth and gut balance. And most importantly, observe your tongue daily. Patterns matter more than one-time changes. If your tongue stays abnormal for more than 1 or 2 weeks, your body is clearly asking for deeper attention. Here's the truth most people overlook. You don't need expensive tests to notice something is wrong. Your body is already showing you. Every morning, every time you look in the mirror, the signs are right there. Clear, visible, and honest. But only if you know what you're looking at. Your tongue is not random. Every color, every texture, every change means something real and measurable inside your body. White means imbalance or infection. Red means deficiency or inflammation. Yellow means digestive issues. Pale means low blood health. Dark means bacterial overgrowth. Cracks and smooth surfaces point to nutrient problems. These are not guesses. They are consistent patterns backed by clinical research and observation. Your body is communicating with you in the simplest way possible. The only question is, will you keep ignoring it? Or will you finally start paying attention? Take a look at your tongue tomorrow morning, and you might discover something your body has been trying to tell you for a long time. Watch the next video on your screen to learn how to fix these problems naturally.